Hey guys, today I just wanted to briefly talk about how I was able to stop over 50,000 and counting trackers from tracking me online, and I only changed one thing, and that was my browser. Now, of course, guys, before we get into any of this and all of this, I do want to say that I'm talking about the Brave browser, and no, it's not an ad. I'm not making money from this. I just wanted to talk about what I've learned using it. Okay, so you guys know me, right? I love tech, I love software, anything internet related, I'm all about it, right? And for as long as I can remember, I've always used Mozilla Firefox as my go-to internet browser. You know, you got Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, now called Edge, Safari, Opera, all these internet browsers. I've always liked Mozilla Firefox as my favorite. That was up until recently. So a few years ago, I think it was 2019 or somewhere around there, that Mozilla announced that they're going to start making the user data from their service anonymous and sharing it with the service providers to make the internet better. People started getting a little concerned about this for obvious reasons. Why are you sharing our data with people for any reason? That's a little alarming. But since then, things have gotten much, much worse, much more dire, and you may have even seen some of these things yourself. So essentially now Mozilla Firefox's MO, with the whole Google Chrome being torn apart, and now they can't pay browsers for being default browsers and all this debacle, Mozilla Firefox is going to lose a lot of money from not being paid by Google to be the default browser anymore. So that means they must do something else to make the same amount of money that they were, right? So they're not getting all this Google default browser money. What are they going to do? They're going to start doing ads. They're going to start selling user data. They're going to start really amping up their ads. And when they announce this stuff, it really put a bad taste in my mouth, because Firefox has always been for the users, for the privacy of the users, for the internet experience itself, not to make money, not to appease advertisers. And so now that they've started to shift their focus to that, that is really what drew the last line in the sand for me to get over to a different browser. Now, Brave browser came up as probably one of the most recommended from the online spaces and the people that I know to switch from Firefox to Brave, because it is the next in line for being privacy and user focused. And I will say that I think I agree. I'm going to lay some stuff over the screen here, just the basic homepage that you get with Brave, and that shows you some very basic stats. How many trackers you've blocked using Brave, how much time that saved you, and how much internet bandwidth that saved you. Now, those three stats seem very simple, but they're super powerful because they update every time you visit the internet or do anything on the internet. And that's why in just about a month, I was able to get over 50,000 trackers blocked using Brave. Now, the last bit I'll say here is that, there's probably ad blocking and tracker blocking on some other browsers that's not just shown in your face like this, but the fact that Brave does it in an elegant way really brings to light the issue that, hey, even if you're a normal user like me and you're just doing everyday stuff on the internet, you're being tracked like you wouldn't even believe it. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to briefly talk about the internet tracking stuff and what I've learned using Brave. I hope you guys learned something and got something out of this video. Very least, if you're interested in Brave, go check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I didn't have high hopes for it at first, but I was actually blown away, and I think I'm a Brave user now. All right, guys, that's about it. See ya.